Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse Magazine. I got my Q&A.
Yes, human being.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper, ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
You know how we do. Rockefeller. Forever. You can catch me skating through your town, putting it down. Y'all relating, no waiting. I'll make your block infrared hot. I'm like Satan.
Barry, what's good?
Not much, my brother. Not much at all. Just a lazy Tuesday.
Just a lazy Tuesday. And guys, we're having some StreamYard issues this morning where we've got a little bit of lag. So if you're hearing a lot of dead air, that's what's up. If you're listening to the audio version, you're going to have to deal with it. You know why? Because I edit things. All right, guys, let's recap yesterday. StreamYard 8 are recording. So there was no audio version. So that the good news is for the NOTB heads out there, that means that there's like a super rare unpublished audio episode in these streets. And then, guys, it's Tuesday. And on Tuesday, Barry and I dream big. That's right. It's Tuesday long shots. Barry and I have examined this Tuesday Presque Isle Downs card to find our best long shot plays. We're talking Presque Isle Downs, Tuesday, the 20th of May, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for the card, 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 God's time, 12:30 specific time. Barry, did you get a chance to, or what did you think of this Presque Isle Downs card?
These cards are always tough because you have all these horses coming from like Tampa and all over the place when this place opens. So you kind of can get some wacky results early. Before everybody kind of establishes form, and on the synthetic it's a different kind of game in and of itself. So this is always the time to try to get them with a few long shots.
Yeah, I completely agree. You have a lot of unknowns, a lot of horses that have never touched that surface before. So it's going to make for some interesting results, I think. Guys, real quick before we dive into the picks for today, don't forget to check out SureBetCoffee.com. The Sure Betties would sure appreciate it if you picked out a bag of their Breakaway Bold. Remember, $1 of every bag sold goes to Equine Aftercare. Also takes Colombian dope farmers out the game.
It's time to fuck shit up with Sure Bet in your cup.
All right, Barry, let's get into some races. You actually lead us off today because that's how numbers work. Race 5. 8 furlong, $16,000 optional claiming on the synthetic. Barry, do your worst.
Yeah, this is a nice little kind of, I don't know, like pre-allowance type race where, these are probably some of the better horses around that track, at least at this point. And they've sort of been knocking heads a little bit. You'll see, a lot of bold type in the racing form. These horses were kind of running against each other, or certain ones, I should say. But you got a 7-5 favorite in number 6 Globes, who coincidentally has sort of the same running style as the horse I'm going to pick. Because I think there's a ton of speed in this race. I think there's going to be a lot of horses that are going to try to go for the front. Namely, Pemaquid Pete, the 2, Chivalry, who's an old school stakes winning type horse. He's made 606,000 plus. He's in this race, or as the 3, and he has a lot of speed. So I would get, 'Either, he's going to try to go to the cashier's check might be forced to do so from the way outside just to get position. Quandary of who you're going to take as the closer. I took number 1, QF75. I think those last races at Tampa, especially that handicap, is way better than what most of these horses have been running. He's a deeper closer than the 6 Globes, but I think that might be what the doctor ordered, because this horse should get a great setup. Fits at this level, has 4 wins on the synthetic. The trainer, Ron Potts, is like a 20% trainer on the synthetic. Also, they're getting Antonio Gallardo, who's probably rides this horse the best. He's got a lot of wins. I think all 4 synthetic wins were with Gallardo aboard. Nice workout on May 13th. I mean, signs a point of this horse running a big race today. And I think he's gonna 6-1. I think we should get most of that 6-1. But that's where we're going. Number 1, QF75 in race 5 at Presque Isle Downs.
He's taking it to the hoop.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
Real quick, before we hit our next long shot pick, got to get a word in from the good friends at Naira Bets. Listen, we're 2/3 of the way through the Triple Crown season, but damn it, it's still Triple Crown season, and there's no better time to get in on the action with Naira Bets. Sign up today using promo code SGPN200 and score a $200 deposit match bonus. Don't wait. Head to NairaBets.com/SGPN200 and claim your $200 deposit bonus match today. I managed to not burp in your ear through the course of that ad read, so you're welcome. All right, 2 things I love, Barry. One is that we can play our long shot picks in a double, in a Notorious OTB double. 2, I'll get to 2. Race 6, 8 furlongs, $5,000. Non-winners of 1 something. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Claiming, and it's on the synthetic. I really liked the race shape here. To be able to take a shot at a pretty big price here in the 6th. There's one horse I project to be out controlling the pace and setting easy fractions that are going to be pretty hard to close into late with the long shot, the number 4 Marsac at 20-1. I don't think that this horse is able to wire the field, though. So I think it's going to be one of the 2 sitting right off of the pace. Of those 2, there was one big price I didn't have to really work that hard to convince myself on, as opposed to it being like a squinter or a tinfoil hatter. My top pick, my long shot pick, is going to be the 8 Van at 15-1. Van has spent pretty much his entire career between Tampa and Presque Isle, and has been on the shelf since the last out at Presque Isle in October. The trainer, Kim De Pasquale, is following a pattern that she followed into last year for this race. First off, the long layoff. And the horse pretty much held form after being diligently worked up for the spot. I really think shakes out well, and this horse has all the makings of a great synthetic horse from a pedigree standpoint. And I think that this is the horse that will take advantage of a slow pace to win at a big price on Tuesday. So I see Marsac going for the lead, and then I see the 8 Van and the 9 Tony Small sitting right behind him. And I'm going to give Van the benefit of the doubt at that price. So that's my long shot play to the hoop, 15-1 in race 6 at Presque Isle Downs. Number 8, Van. Barry,
That's what happens.
The second cool part about this is we could not only hit the Notorious OTB double in race 5 or 6, we could hit the Vancouver double because we're both betting Vancouver babies. And digging into Vancouver, that is one hell of a synthetic sprint sire.
Interesting. I didn't even realize that, but yes, we could. The Van, right? The double van.
The double van. It's not a minivan. It's the big van. All right, Barry, how do you feel about recapping picks?
I think we have to in this case.
Yeah, obligated by the Catholic Church at this point. Here we go, Barry. Hit him with your Tuesday long shot.
Pope Leo's thug. So, yeah, we don't want to get shot by the Pope. So we're going to race number 5. Number 1, QF75. Let's go. Get this money.
There we go. Number 1, QF75. And for the double here in race 6, my Tuesday Presque Isle Downs long shot. Race 6, number 8, Van at 15-1 on the morning line. There seems to be, I remember there being like a common Kanye line about having a friend named Alexis and her fat friend being named Minivan. Is that right? Do you remember this? I can't remember what song it's from. You're muted.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes, you are correct.
Yeah. Yeah. It was clever at the
Minivan.
time, but we don't shame. We don't shame here. We love all shapes and sizes at the
It's
Notorious
hurtful.
OTB.
It's hurtful. Yeah.
Is hurtful. All right.
It's hurtful.
That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB. Like I said, sorry for the lag today. StreamYard wasn't agreeing. It was a pretty quick episode. And guess what? You got plenty of time to listen to it again and again and again because they don't start racing at Presque Isle Downs until late. That's going to do it for us today here at the Notorious OTB. Lag. Nothing like it. All right. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB. Brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We will see you tomorrow when we have best bets for Evangeline Downs. That's right. 6 feet of water in the streets of Evangeline. Turn into Gino Bacola. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.